Getting a neutral grip.
BakerTargets.com is where I get the targets you see me shoot all the time on Active Self-Protection Extra. They ship fast, their prices are great, and they have all kinds of targets, both for competitive shooting, defensive shooting, and fun too. Check them out.
Hey guys, welcome to Active Self-Protection Extra. This is Suck Less Saturday, and I'm Brian Hill from The Complete Combatant. We've gone through several phases in grip building. There's so much focus about what the hands do. Sometimes that leads us too much, too little. Before we weren't gripping the gun enough, now we're gripping the gun too much. I see recurring injuries on the range of tendonitis and elbow pain and hands that aren't working well. But the real problem is some of you are not big people like me. I'm a big guy, so it doesn't push me around very much, but I'm going to tell you this. If you shoot enough rounds, eventually your grip begins to fade. So what we want is true neutrality in our grip. We don't want anything else. The gun, it shouldn't be influencing the return of the gun at all. As long as it tracks back to the same spot, it's doing its job. The problem is that we're not balanced. One side grips more than the other for most people. We like to lean forward, lean back, put extra work on it. And if you don't have an instructor watching you, you may not get the proper corrections. So let's do this instead. Let's watch your front sight, let's watch your dot, rise and fall, and let's see how neutral you can be. I often have small shooters in my class, and I teach them to manage recoil because here's the first rule is there is an equal and opposite reaction for everything. You can't stop recoil, nor should you be trying to, because you're going to add too much to it. I want you to try medium. Just let it shoot. See if it returns to the same spot. It is a fluid wave. You can't lock everything out and hold it still. What will happen is it transfers fluidly through you. If you've ever seen the harmonics of a rifle, a precision rifle, when it shoots, it actually bends and rolls. Your body does the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot this, and I'm just going to watch the dot. It's going to instruct me of what I need to correct, and I'll walk you guys through that a little bit. But what I'm trying to build is a neutral grip. Brian Enos talked about this first in his book. But building a neutral grip that doesn't add anything extra or take anything away is what we want. All right, guys, going out. All right, so you saw I picked it up a little bit as time went on. I kept doing it. I'm watching the dot. I'm watching it rise and fall. I added a lot of right tension. I could feel it really bleeding in. And what it made to do, it made the dot do this. So I took some of that tension out. The shooting got a little bit better. We're going to do it once more. And I'm going to try to brace that side because I feel like I'm not connected to it enough. So I'm going to be a little more neutral with it this time. All right? Okay, that was a lot better. Group's a lot better. And then you can watch the gun. It's not really moving very much. I'm not pushing. I'm not trying real hard. I'm letting the gun. Eric Krefel called it floating. I get what he means. There's no effort in this. It's try medium. Let the gun rise and fall. Let it float. I can't shoot any faster than that anyway at my pace. But let's go look at the target because you're concerned. So I'm at 7 yards. All right, guys. So that was at 7 yards. You see the pattern here. It's very good. It's a fist-sized group. I'm not adding anything to my grip. I'm letting it be neutral. I'm connecting to it. Remember, we want the living hand. The harder you squeeze, the less you feel. I need to feel it. I need to watch it. The better I feel the gun moving, and I'm not saying it's moving inside my hands. It's going to move up and down no matter what I do, but I want to be connected to that. And my vision's going to tell me how good my connection is. And if everything's good, you can shoot at a high pace very quickly. I want to present an idea to you. Accuracy and speed live together because they're a good enough decision made in a timely manner. And as long as I'm seeing it and I'm shooting this. Now, if I needed to stop, something's going to change down here. True advantage of the dot is I'm looking at the target anyway, and that's where I'm seeing the dot. If it suddenly changed directions, dropped, and did something else, then I'd be able to stop. If I'm shooting really quickly, maybe another round happens. But even if I'm shooting really slowly, maybe another round happens. What I want to do is feel what I'm doing while I'm shooting, see what I'm shooting, and then that'll allow you to shoot at that pace. Don't fight the gun anymore, guys. You small people, really listen to me, man. You don't have to stop recoil. You can't anyway. Newton said it's impossible. We make fun of movies where the guy flies away when he gets shot, but we're trying to stop a gun from moving that simply can't be stopped. Accept it for what it is, ride that wave, and watch the dot. It'll tell you how to correct it. Told me to let my right arm go. And here's the funny thing. On a daily basis, I tend to change a little bit. I am not the same shooter all the time. Some days I'm a little tense, some days I'm too relaxed, too much caffeine, whatever. Today there was too much tension in the right hand. It was affecting things. It was driving the first couple rounds off to the side, and there was a lot of pressure in the high and low. Pay attention. Achieve neutrality. Watch and feel. Stay present. You're going to shoot better. I'm Brian Hill with The Complete Combatant. And as always, measure, refine, and perform.